Hi, we are excited to launch Bandhan Innovation Fund, and let me talk about why innovation at this point of time. Clearly, what we see in the stock market is for a stock to do well in medium to long term, what is important is that the earnings growth has to be strong. So on a 3, 5, 10-year basis, the stocks where earnings growth is strong typically do well. Now, where does this earnings growth come from? Typically, it comes from riding a big change. It can be a technology change, it can be a change in consumer behavior, or it can be a global trend, a change, let's say, shift in manufacturing from China to India. So the companies which launch innovative products and services to ride this trend typically register very strong earnings growth and do well. So just to give an example, if we see the US technology sector, in 70s and 80s, IBM did well because mainframe was the core technology. In 80s and 90s, Intel and Microsoft did well because PCs was the main technology. And in 2000s, Google and Facebook did well when internet came along. In 2010s, Apple and Amazon rode the smartphone and cloud wave to do well. So at various points, different companies have innovated and rode a wave to register very strong earnings growth. Innovation is not only about technology. So one of the fastest growing companies in the market today is a retailer which launched a fast fashion format which has done very well in the last few years. So in India, we are seeing a lot of changes across sectors, be it financial services, retailing, technology, manufacturing. And through Bandhan Innovation Fund, we will be able to play all these changes. The Bandhan Innovation Fund will focus on companies with high innovation. What are the characteristics of these companies? Typically, these companies have high R&D expenditure, their workforce is very skilled. The business model tends to be non-linear. What we mean by non-linear is they don't need to add capital or branches or any physical resource to scale up. Also, their products and services tend to be very differentiated versus competitors. The portfolio strategy will be that we will classify all the stocks in our universe into 3 buckets based on the level of innovation. The key parameter we are looking at to classify these companies is price to book, because a high price to book indicates that the company's intangible capital, which is brand, research and development, etc., is driving the value of these companies. So using the price to book, we will classify these companies into 3 buckets: leading, rising and emerging. Leading companies have the highest level of innovation quotient, rising will have high level of innovation quotient, and emerging will have relatively less level of innovation quotient. All the companies which are classified as leading innovators will total 10% of the benchmark weight, but we will have 35 to 45% of our portfolio in this segment. All the rising innovator companies put together will be another 20% of the benchmark weight, and in this segment we will have again 35 to 45% of our portfolio. The rest of the portfolio, which is 10 to 30%, will be in emerging innovators. This fund is ideal for informed investors with long-term orientation because the deviations from the benchmark are likely to be high. Let's build portfolios for tomorrow opportunities with Bandhan Innovation Fund.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.